Hi friends, in our last video we have covered how can we create customized image using Docker file or manual process. So all this we have covered, that how can we create our customized image. Now the thing comes, is it possible to store our customized image to any location or any particular storage? Yeah, Docker Hub comes into the picture over there. We can store our any of the images into the Docker Hub. So what is Docker Hub? Already I have given a brief idea of Docker Hub in my previous video. So in this video I am going to show you how can we push our images, or whatever the images we have created, how can we push that image into the Docker Hub. That is what we will cover in this video. So see, first let me check Docker images. Right now I have only one images. So what are the steps to transfer any Docker images to your Docker Hub? So see, if for pulling the images we just use the command docker pull and image name. So you might be thinking that the same process would be there for push as well, but no, it is not there. Suppose I will run docker push Ubuntu, tag name is latest. So see what error I will get. Actually, what happened in this scenario, I am trying to push my Ubuntu image. So see, I haven't given any repository directory that where this image should be pushed. So what happens by default, that Docker always by default considers docker.io repository. This is the Docker repository where you can find any of the images. This will be default repository for Docker. So see, if you will go to the CentOS image, you will see docker.io will be this is the docker.io repository. Here everything gets stored. Okay, so this is what the default repository is, and when you try to push the images without giving any repository name, so what Docker takes docker.io registry by default. So you are not authorized to do so, as the message we are getting. So what we have to do, see, first step is that you should log into your Docker account, and before login you should have your account in the Docker Hub. So please go and you can just simply sign up for the Docker Hub account. It is a very simple process. After you got the Docker Hub account, you will get your login ID and password. So what you have to do, you have to run the command docker login. So when I will run the command, see what the message I am getting. Login with your Docker ID to push and pull the images from the Docker Hub. Means I can push my images to the Docker Hub, as well as I can pull the images also from my Docker Hub account. So what I have to give, I have to give I have given my Docker Hub ID. So see, I am getting the message succeeded. Means I got into my account, my Docker Hub account, I am able to log in. So now what I want to do, I want to push my images, Docker images. Suppose I want to push any images. So see, what would be the first step? The first step is there, I have to enter my repository name, because if I won't enter my repository name, Docker will consider docker.io as the default repository. So I am not authorized to do so. So what is the process? You have to click on the repository. Here you will find the repository option. In this you have to see, this will be your account name. This Devops G1 is my account name. So inside this account I can give any name. Say I am giving my app. So I am creating one account with the my app. So what message I am getting now, that do you want to make this account as a public or private? So whenever you sign up for the Docker Hub, Docker gives you one private account access. See, here you will be able to see that you are having one private account with you. You can use it anytime. But as of now I am going to use public account. So I will proceed to create. So see what will happen. My repository has been created in the Docker Hub account. but still no images is there. Already in the Docker Hub account I created a repository with the name of my app, but inside this my app none of my images is there. So what I will do now, that was the first step, that you should create a repository into your Docker Hub account. What is the second option? What is the second step? Second step is that whichever image you want to push, whichever image, either it is your customized image or it is default downloaded image from the Docker Hub, whichever image you want to push, you have to tag that image with your repository name. So what I will do, to tag the name, docker tag command is there. So what I will do, I am just pushing this account with this Ubuntu image to my Docker Hub account. So what was my repository name? My repository name was Devops/my app. So inside this I can give any name. Whatever name I will give, by that name only it will be pushed over there. So I am giving Ubuntu Amit. So I am giving this name. So now you can see another image has been created with the whatever tag name I have given and whatever the repository ID. So this you will be able to see. Now the option comes, now the step is, we have to push these images to the Docker Hub account. So how can we push? Now simply we can use docker push my repository name along with my tag name. So I simply have to run this command. So see what is happening. It is given that the push refer to a repository docker.io Devops my app. So see, now what is coming? It is coming inside the registry of docker.io. But docker.io is redirecting it to the Devops Z1 account, which is my account in the Docker Hub. And inside that Devops Z, one repository exists with the name of my app. So it is redirecting me to that my app account. Okay. So see what message I got. Already it has been uploaded over there. So if I want to verify, I can come here and I can do the refresh. See what I will get. See, I am getting already Ubuntu Amit has been pushed over here and it is pushed a few seconds ago. Means now inside this repository I got my images. That images with the name of Ubuntu Amit. Okay. Now see what I will do. I will remove all the images from my docker rmi-f. Already this command I shared you earlier. So see what happened. See, none of the images is there, but the image is present in my Docker Hub registry. Okay. So in the previous step, what I did, I pushed my present image, which was present in my Docker engine or localhost. I pushed that image to the Docker Hub. Now what I am doing, I will pull the images from my Docker Hub account. This time I will not pull from the Docker.io registry. This time I will pull my customized image which I have pushed in my Docker Hub registry. Okay, repository. So what I am doing this time, Docker pull, I have to give this same name with the same ID. See what will happen this time. This is going to pull the images from your Docker Hub. Okay. See, as we have seen earlier, no Docker images was there. But if I will run the command now, see, already we got the image again. Means what I mean to say in a simple word, that we can push our images to the Docker Hub whenever we want and anyone. And one thing more, this is not accessed only to you. Suppose you are running this command, docker pull this you are running. If anyone from the entire world, from anywhere, if anyone will run this command, they will be able to push the image. Means it is not a private image, it is a public image. Whenever you are uploading any of the image in the Docker Hub account, it becomes the public image. So that is what you have to take care of. So this is good for our common normal practice, but this is not followed in IT companies. What IT company does, they goes for the DTR, Docker Trusted Registry. See what the DTR is. In the notes I have mentioned all the steps step by step, so you can go through the notes, and you can download the notes from my Facebook group page, Devops. With the name of Devops, one group is there in the Facebook. You can download it from there. All the documents I will upload over there. Okay. So see, what is the now DTR, Docker Trusted Registry. Docker Trusted Registry is a private repository, just like Docker Hub. It is also similar to the Docker Hub, but it is not. This Docker Hub is of open source, free account. You don't have to pay single penny to the Docker to create your account in the Docker Hub. But to get an account in the DTR, you have to sign a bond and you have to pay the money to the Docker. So DTR is a private repository, but it is similar to the Docker Hub, but only the difference is that it is private repository. Means whoever will post their images into DTR, only they will be able to pull the images, or to whomever they will give the access, they will be only able to pull the images. Means it will not be accessible to everyone. So that is only difference between Docker Hub and Docker Trusted Registry. So there is, all the commands are same for the DTR as well. If you want to post your image, or if you want to log into your Docker DTR registry, all the commands will be same. Only the difference will be that whenever we used to run this, see, whenever we were running the Docker command to push the images, what we were looking that we were redirecting to the Docker IO registry. See, you will be able to view Docker IO. So Docker IO is the registry. This is the same way registry. What will happen in this scenario? You will get your separate registry. You will get your separate registry address. So from here onwards, the registry will change. Suppose you purchased the registry with the name of ABC. So here, instead of Docker IO, you will see ABC / and then your repository and account name. So that is what only the difference between the normal Docker Hub account and the DTR. So DTR is mainly used in the IT companies. So we have seen how can we push and pull the Docker images from the Docker Hub. Now one more important and good thing is there. Let me see. See, one Docker images is there. Okay. What I will do now, I will pull Docker image Ubuntu. So what it will do, see, no Ubuntu images is there. Actually, this is also Ubuntu image. If you will go into the deep, this is also the same Ubuntu image. But what happened? This time the tag is different as well as the repository name is different. So if I will give my Docker images, so see what is happening. If you will notice, the image ID is same. Image ID is same means all the layers are same. I explained what the layers is in my previous video. So please, if you are not getting, go to that video. What I mean to say here, that as you can see, names are different, tags are different, everything is different, but both are Ubuntu image only. This is, you can see both the image ID is also same. Okay. So suppose now I want to save this. We would also have one more option to save any images in the repository. So what that option is, we can save this any of the images as a folder, as a directory. So how is it possible? Docker save -o gtgz. See what I did. Save command is there. With the save command, you will be able to save any of the images. So here you can give any name. I have given Ubuntu because Ubuntu images is there. You can give any name, X, Y, Z, ABC, you can give any name. But remember, the extension should always be TGZ only format. The extension Docker supports only TGZ format. Okay. So this should be the extension, and this is the images which you want to save. So if I will press enter, see what will happen. I got one image. I got one image of Ubuntu with the name of ubuntu.tgz. Okay. So now what I will do, I will remove this image. Docker RMI. I am going to remove this image. Okay. So see, Docker, no images is there, no Ubuntu images is there, but it is present in my local system. In my local host name it is present. So one more option is there. You can transfer this tgz file to any of the user, and whenever they will run this tgz file, this will behave as same as the image. So what you have to do with the tgz file to get the image, you have to run the load command. Load command is there to convert your saved image into the usable image. So what I will use, docker load, and I will give the same file name. So see what will happen now. If I will give docker images, again my image came up. When I run the load command, again my image came up. Okay. So this is the difference between save and load command. With the save command, I can save any of my image. I can save not only Ubuntu image, any of the image I can save into my local server, and with the load command, I can again bring back that directory to our server. So this is what load and save command does. Okay. So I think you are very clear about what the Docker Hub is and how can we push and pull our images into the Docker Hub, and what the DTR is, Docker Trusted Registry, and what is the use of that. So I think you are aware of these things. So in this video it is enough. So please do the practical as well, as because without practical you are not going to learn anything. So, and if you want this document for the practical purpose, you can download it from my Facebook group Devops, and that's all. Thank you. Bye bye.